uploaded all her videos, all her lives to YouTube. She basically tells on herself. That's, I don't know how many times, right? Oh, we've hit 2,000.4. Thank you, guys. Right, let's get this video started. So this is where me and Torian get blocked, and I supposedly called the police on her. But guys, if we can keep tapping us alive, so we can get some people in, let's have a discussion.
She can.
Thank you for the heart, me.
Reg, you did say I could block anyone, didn't you?
Yeah.
For a reason. Yeah, okay.
So that's me getting blocked. Right, by the way, for just saying you can't see the top of the screen. So at the top there, you couldn't see it because that's what she asks. So I said you couldn't. And she saw my name and blocked me.
I know you'll all agree with this. So...
Everyone agrees with it.
You can go. See you later. Yeah, how am I going to do this? Like, shall I read it out? Because it has got the DC's thingy. But like I said, it's the same woman that rang me, and she said, social media is half the problem. You cannot say anything on social media without... It was the choice of words, exactly that. And you can go as well, Torian. You can go. Because you're using this situation as a reason or an excuse to abuse my children. Like, I've seen the videos, so you can piss off.
Hey.
Hang on, I'm just blocking...
Can I just say, to be fair, right? Oh, what happened there? Victoria. To be fair, that's like my backup, like my second backup account, so I'm not really that too stressed about it.
So, yeah, I'm going to read out the email, I think, rather than show the whole thing, because at the top, let me just...
Oh, Torian, have you not heard that part before? You probably got blocked before she said anything.
At the same time.
I'm going to replay that bit again.
Because you're using this situation as a reason or an excuse to abuse my children. Like, I've seen the videos, so you can piss off. Hang on, I'm just blocking Torian. So, yeah, I'm going to read out the email, I think, rather than show the whole thing, because at the top, let me just flip it and then I can cover it at the same time. At the top, it's got her email address and mine. How do I flip the camera again?
Is this person a troll?
For people asking why people, the troll accounts,
did you know you got blocked? I did know I got blocked, yeah.
The following 7 people.
So listen to this. So this is where I find out that I'm a troll, guys. Me and Torian are trolls.
For people asking why people, the troll accounts, guys, have got like 1 follower, the following 7 people. So them...
Now, Tam literally shouted out, she didn't say my name, but she shouted out Torian's name. That's not a person with 1 follower. Hey, Susie. And also, you see who gets blocked in the top of your screen. You know who I am, Miss Red. So don't say that I'm a troll coming in there. Like, that is BS.
Accounts are getting taken out.
Has it gone?
Like, I'm going to say this with chest, right? Mods are there for the creator / host. I did get blocked. The mod is there for the host, not you, okay? If the host feels that you are being attacked or whatever, then they can make that decision. Obviously, this has been a prior conversation because she does say, you know, you said I could block anyone. But block anyone who had an opinion? Right? I thought Miss Red's live was for anyone to come in and have an opinion. I didn't say anything bad to Tam in that live at all. I didn't say anything. I could have, but I didn't. Right? I had my opinion and that was it. And I got blocked.
Can you see? Oh, I can't even see the bloody screen now. How do I... Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Right.
But this isn't my issue. Wait for it, guys. This is the part that I am really flipping annoyed about.
Just read it out, Tam.
So these are the emails, yeah?
You're not doxing anything, are you, Tam?
No, that's why I'm covering it. You can. That's where the bit I'm covering is the officer's badge number and whatever. That's the email. So let me click on it. Now, bearing in mind, whoever called the police exposed, and Unicorn and all your people
Got proof of that, Tam. Got proof of I called the police. I'm really excited to see the proof that you've got that I've ever phoned the police on you. And the fact that Miss Red got to let her say that in the box, I'm just putting out there, right? I never phoned the police on Tam, right? And also, Comment Cafe is not my people, okay? I do also want to point that out. At this point, Tam is the police, right? Comment Cafe are their own group of people, okay? I've been in Comment Cafe a few times, and that's it, right? But Comment Cafe are individuals with their own thing. Oh god, that's on there. So yeah. Let's not start flowing round that people are contacting police on you. I've already heard her say that I've been exposed on this app. I've been exposed on this app, and I have done dodgy dealings. Still waiting to hear. Top Girl is Albanian, be careful. Can I double check that? Yeah, Top Girl. Because I wasn't sure if you were, and I know that you had an opinion on this situation. Okay, right. So, I mean, because I know that I didn't see what you said about the situation, but obviously I've seen her response to you, which was just fucking ridiculous. It was drawn, like, she asked for us to have an opinion. We all had an opinion. Okay, I can understand if she's upset about the police side of it, right? But at the same breath, if you think that a child is in danger, you have every right to call the police. I did not call the police. Oh, I will, Paigey, but I don't like the fact that I'm being claimed that I called the police on her. And that was able to be said. And I was blocked. I couldn't even defend myself. Like, I've not called the police on anyone.
Comment Cav, like they were making out like it was actually going to be done by like the Albanian mafia and all shit like this, trying to make it sound
right. So I've not once said that, right? Majority of you might have been in my live when I spoke about this. All I said was it was a bit extreme. Take the phone off of her or take Snapchat off of her. That's what I said. I've not said anything about this actually being I am on Comment Cafe. I have got an account on Comment Cafe. It's Unicorn FYP. I've not hidden it. I'm not a fake account. I'm literally Unicorn FYP on there. That's it. Oh god. So yeah, I literally just had the opinion like most people did. I never said that you were actually going to kidnap your niece. I never said that once. I just said it was extreme and the trauma that might cause that niece. That is it.
Worse than what it was. Now, when I was talking about it being... Let me just turn this camera back round. When I spoke about my friend, like I said, me and my sister, we've grown up with all the same people. Now, my...
Right. I think you need to go and watch the video, Han. I don't know where the video is available, but basically she asked everyone, she said, any parents, any aunties out there who, you know, basically like her niece is on Snapchat, taking pictures, tagging herself in places, and she's concerned, right? And the mom's concerned. So she asked, should I get my treat with all four? Right, yeah, there you go. Miss Bagat has it on her page. Go and watch it over there, Han, on the YouTube. On that, you know, red box thing. Can't actually say that name, so I need to be careful of what I'm saying. Right. So actually, I'm gonna start. That was just me showing this. So I'm just gonna start first. So for those who were blocked because you're trolls and didn't get to see what was said, let's listen to Miss Red, well, mostly Tam, because it was the Tam live, not Miss Red's live. She should have changed her name to Tam's live for the day. Yeah.
Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about it. Okay, I will talk about it because of that comment there. What a convenience, right? Where's it gone? The comment's gone. What a convenience. Because I've had enough of it.
I'm not going to lie, but I do love a damn bar.
I've had enough of you doing it. Because I know where you're coming from to put it. So what we will do is we will speak about Tam's video, okay? And Tam will also come in the box and give her opinion on the video, but any more people come in when a situation happens, all right? I'm not.
And Tasha, I respect that. You know, this live just now. But to be fair, I've not been live. I've been at work all day. I've had accusations, so that's why I'm live speaking about this.
I'm going to speak about the situation, so we'll do that, okay?
Exiting average speed enforcement zone.
If I'm being extreme, I've just checked the Snapchat, doing my usual thing.
I don't know if FYP Watcher, whose page this is on, I don't know if they've got their, like, what's the word? Their, like, thingy, but you might sometimes hear directions being said through this video. Bless. I don't know what's going on, but you sometimes hear, like, turn left and all of this.
Checking my Snap, and my niece has taken a picture inside of her school with other pupils in it. All right, she's crossed out the faces of the other pupils, but I don't know how many times we've got to tell her about internet safety and how easily I would be able to find her. So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend, and I've decided the next...
Now, I actually got to watch this video really closely because she says she's laughing through this. Thank you, Daisy Chain. She says she's laughing through this, right? So, let's see, you know, can we see any laughing happening, any sniggering?
So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend, and I've decided the next time my sister lets her out this week, my sister's going to let me know. I'm going to track her down using her Snap, and I'm going to get my elbow mate to kidnap her. Obviously, once she's blindfolded, I'm going to put her in my car. But I want to know, is this too extreme? Or do we think that it's acceptable? Because...
She does it all the time. She's always doing her videos like this.
Checking my Snap, and my niece has taken a picture inside of her school.
Exactly.
With other pupils in it. All right, she's crossed out the faces of the other pupils, but I don't see any smirking. We've got to tell her about internet safety and how easily I would be able to find her.
Where's the smirking, Tam?
So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend.
And just let me prove something, right, guys, right? So look at the chat now, look at the accounts, right, that are commenting. All right? Look at the accounts.
From my knowledge as well, I think quite a lot of your subs were also commenting and had an issue with what she was saying.
Scroll down and look at the accounts that are commenting.
No, but Eddie, she says that she was smirking. And she said, because I'm smirking, I think you should be able to see that I was just having a laugh. I wasn't being serious. That's what I mean by that.
Okay?
That's what she was saying.
Anything that Tam does, Pearl says, Angie does, I do, anybody that's associated with this, you know, side of TikTok, it gets jumped on. Okay? It gets jumped on straight away. Tammy's the worst person in the world, right? Angie's the worst person in the world. Pearl's the worst person in the world. Miss Red's the worst person.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Miss Red, but you literally just... Why would you use Angie and Pearl? Right? I agree, right? Anything that Miss Red says, right, is scrutinised to the fucking core. I agree with that, right? And I do sometimes agree that it does need to be scrutinised, but she says something, it's not then scrutinised by another creator on this app, okay? There's the other side of it, the other creators, the other clicks, do not get called out for the same bullshit, right? But Angie and Pearl definitely need called out. Tam definitely needs called out, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not putting it, like, I'm sorry, Miss Reg. Why would you, it would be fair enough if you used Luke, yourself. But Ange, Pearl and Tam are the worst examples to use because they're disgusting people.
In the world, it gets jumped on straight away. Did you see how the comments come in? Because the waiting for me to talk about it, the baiting to doing it, right? I know, right, that what Tam did, right, You may think it was horrendous, right? Do I think it was a little bit extreme? Absolutely, but that's what she was asking you. She was saying, do you think it's extreme? She weren't saying, I'm going to go out and do it. She was asking, do you think...
Susie, exactly that, right? If that was anyone else on this app, it would have been ripped apart. And this is my issue with this app, right? That is why we've got to give someone like Luke the Judge some credit, right? You might not be his fan, but today he called it out. He didn't agree with what Tam said, and he literally said it, right? You can be someone's friend and say that what they're doing is fucking wrong and they shouldn't have done it.
I think it was extreme. Okay, did she word it a little bit wrong? Absolutely. But I know that Tam has gone above and beyond to protect children.
Serena, the reason that I'm speaking about this is because I've been accused of calling the police, which I didn't do. That's why.
Okay, she used to be a peddler hunter. Okay, so you have to think about the stuff that Tam has witnessed and Tam has seen doing what she did. All right, I've told Tam, is it extreme? Yes, I give my opinion on it, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, people will go to any lengths to protect their children. We don't know what lengths we would go to unless we had to do it to protect those that we love. Bearing in mind that she has worked within the hunting community, so she's seen it with her own eyes. Do you get what I'm saying? But as soon as the video got released, right? So I agree. Would I have to go to that lengths? No, because my daughters I haven't had to experience that with my daughter. But I will go to any lengths to protect my children. Do you get what I'm saying? Any lengths I will go to protect my children. But people are jumping on it and making out that she's going around kidnapping children. Do you know what I mean? So what I'll do is I'll let Tam in the box and she will give her.
Guys, let's please keep it nice in the chat, okay? Right, anyone's entitled to their opinion. If they don't agree with, maybe the conversation, then that's fine. They are more than welcome to scroll on, that's what the word I meant to look for. I get that this conversation has been said a lot. I've been at work all day. I can't go live at any point during the day. And yeah, but please keep it kind, okay? Bit of banter here and there, that's fine, but if we're actually telling people to get a grip and things like that, let's just, okay, let everyone have their opinion.
Side over and on where she was coming from.
Thank you, Pinky.
Bearing in mind, you got to remember she's worked within a community that protect children and out predators. Do you get what I
was thinking? And it might sound extreme. Is it? It's not backtracking at all. Like I said in the following videos, there's videos that followed this as well. There are social experiments where children have been tested, and that's what I was really talking about. I just exaggerated the whole fucking thing. Where you would get and everyone keeps picking up on the Albanian situation but the reason I said Albanian is because he's got an accent, and like I've explained in the other videos, it's not an accent that she would recognise because she's never met him. So I said I'd come up with a plan. Obviously, this is where people are fucking twisting it. So because I said I've come up with a plan.
You say I come up with a plan. So if you're going to say you're going to come up with a plan, that generally means you've come up with a plan. I mean, I'm not being funny. If we all got to sit there and analyse every video, or do we all look at a video and I'm not being funny, Tam, but you're not a comedian, right? If this was someone else that, they generally sit there and do videos on having a joke and banter and have humour, right? That's fair enough. But that isn't your content. I've never seen you, in all due respect, do videos like that. So we're all going to think, yeah, she's saying it's a plan. And you started off with, I need your advice. Why are you asking for advice if you're not going to do it? It makes no sense.
Plan, people have automatically
assumed. If it was, I've watched social experiments online. That's what you have asked us. Guys, I've watched social experiments online. What's your thoughts? Do you think it's a bit extreme to do those social experiments? No, instead, you went into a full story about your niece and then said I've came up with a plan. Justice for Cockapoo, what it is she's totally lying now, right? She's changing the whole narrative because people have gone against what she said. She's totally changed the whole context of that.
it led on to conversations about social experiments, which is what I really wanted to talk about. Actually, the social experiments. How far would you?
Then why didn't you ask that? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about these social experiments. So I'm sorry, I'll just think and guess that you're talking about social experiments. Like, why the fuck are you telling us your story about your niece then?
Would you go to protect your children? Would you put your children in that situation where they get led to a car? Like, the idea of it was that she walks through, would have to walk through a car.
Who's more triggered by this than Court Assassin? Who said they're more triggered? Justice for Cockapoo, have you ever been in my lives? With all due respect, I've literally done it.
Park, yeah. Like most, obviously, major parks, you have car parks. So she would have to walk through this specific car park. And my mate sort of said, well, I'll just try and lead her to the car, see if she'll actually walk to the car. Now, I'm obviously going to be in the car, yeah? So, like, then it'd be like, well, why are you doing that? I've told you about strangers before and you've been led away. Like, for me, even though we've told all of the children, because my sister's kids are my kids are my sister's kids, like, we're all that close. For me, like, I would not put it past a couple of the kids, even though they've had these serious conversations and they know the repercussions of helping strangers, like...
You're getting blocked, King Cash. Anyone with delusive in your name, I'm sorry, you're blocked.
And what that could do, if my niece, for example, I would question whether someone walked up to her and said to her, I've lost a puppy, can you come and have a look in my car? Like, I think I've lost it in the car, I've got some sweets in the car. Like, I wouldn't put it past her to try and help that person, because that's the sort of person she is. Like, I should never have said about the blindfolding and bundle bit, but obviously you can see that I'm smirking, Red.
No, you wouldn't. You never smirked fucking once.
Like, you can see that I'm laughing at the same time.
No,
If
you're a troll account, I'm not gonna...
Same time, like, there was no serious intent there whatsoever. And what really, really is annoying is that then loads of people that don't like me have then rung the police and acted like I was actually going to kidnap her properly and bundle her in the thingy. There's no excuses. You can hear what I've said. You can see what I'm saying. Like, it's a hypothetical conversation. And when the police rang me, they agreed. So it really doesn't mean anything to me. We've gone past the point now where I want anyone's opinions, apart from the people that know me or friends. And I've actually had...
Well, then go and have a group chat with your friends and ask them. Don't make videos on TikTok.
Had a massive email conversation with the officer that phoned me, a detective constable, by the way, not just an ordinary constable. So it's not like they're inexperienced in what this situations cause and whatever. And she sent me over a load of advice, and there is actually a SIM card, which I'm going to use this platform to tell you.
In 1 mile, exit left.
There is a SIM card that you can get, and I can't remember the name of it. Someone did tell me earlier on in the comments the name of it, where you can actually monitor every app and every message, because half the problem is that these location apps don't monitor anything but text messages. Like,
well, exactly. Ooh, we planned that there's a car park next to the park, so we're gonna do this, and we're allowed differences of opinions when you're friends with someone, and that's fine, Serena. But I think what people are getting at is she's clearly trying to make a fool of us, right? And I'm gonna say it as it is. Thank you for the love heart. She ain't the smartest tool in the shed. The girl literally stated that World War II existed before Muslims. Like, I'm sorry. Right? And she calls us all dumb. She calls us dumb for people that have had an opinion on this. No, I'm not coming at you. I'm saying by what people are saying in the chat. I'm not coming for anyone, but she ain't the smartest tool in the TED. Like, I'm sorry, but she's not.
So anyway, it was a dramatic hypothetical conversation that's been twisted, as usual. And my only acceptance is that I probably should have thought about what I was saying before I said it.
Yeah, I agree, because I did message you and I said, look, I've just seen the video. My opinion is that it is extreme, but how scared, you know.
The police, I've got the emails. I can see people saying the police did not agree with it. I've got the emails from the police.
In 1/4 mile, exit left.
video. They can see that it was not a real conversation like I was going to actually do it. It's a hypothetical.
I just can't stop laughing at these fucking these interactions.
Conversation. And then there's people saying maybe you should have said hypothetical, but I shouldn't have to ask people to have common sense and read between the lines. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exit left.
It's the same woman that rung me and
Thank you, Diane. Thank you so much for the heart me.
And she said, social media is half the problem. You cannot say anything on social media without... It was the choice of words, exactly that.
Well, maybe don't talk about planning on putting trauma to a child. Maybe that. Maybe don't go onto a video and say, I'm going to cause trauma rather than discipline my niece in other ways. And I'm not gonna lie, but if I was this sister, I would be pissed. Do you know what I mean? I'd be so pissed that someone's talking about my parenting on a fucking app.
And you can go as well, Torian. You can go. Because you're using this situation as a reason or an excuse to abuse my children. Like, I've seen the videos, so you can piss off. Hang on, I'm just blocking Torian. So, yeah, I'm going to read out the email, I think, rather than show the whole thing, because at the top, let me just flip it and then I can cover it at the same time. At the top, it's got her email address and mine. How do I flip the camera again? Oh, yeah.
But people asking why people, the troll accounts, guys, have got like one follower.
Wait, what? That late night one isn't Tam. Because... Oh, sorry, I see what you're saying now. Bye. Sorry. I was like, what?
The following 7
I read that
people.
Yeah, I was sorry. I was totally misreading that.
Taken out.
Has it gone? Can you see? I can't even see the bloody screen now.
Yeah.
How do I? Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Kelly.
Right.
Just read it out, Tam.
So these are the emails, yeah.
So the accusations are coming.
Doxing anything, are you, Tam?
No, that's why I'm covering it. You can. That's where the bit I'm covering is the officer's badge number and whatever. That's the email. So let me click on it. Now, bearing in mind, whoever called the police, exposed, and Unicorn and all your people, comment Kath. Like,
I didn't call the police at all, right? Not being funny. Oh, I'm glad, Zia. Comet Cafe aren't my people, right? I think we can also know that quite a lot of them don't like, well, not to say quite a lot of them, some of them don't like me. But I have got an account on Comment Cafe, but Comment Cafe are individuals who do their own thing. Do you know what I mean? So let's not be throwing like accusations. Give me your proof, Tam. Come on, I want your proof. Okay? Because, you know, you can't be throwing shit out like that, right? The people who have called the police on you identified themselves on Comment Cafe, right? And if they have, I don't disagree with them, because if they feel that there's a danger for a child, they have every fucking right to do so. But I didn't, so piss off.
Like, they were making out like it was actually going to be done by, like, the Albanian mafia and all shit like this, trying to make it sound worse than what it was. Now, when I was talking about it being... Let me just turn this camera back round.
Now, I really don't think that anyone actually said that. I've done nothing. I don't think that anyone... Now, what I've read on Comet Cafe, no one has said that it's the Albanian fucking mafia or any shit like that. They've thought a child is potentially at risk, and that is it. No one has said anything about fucking mafia.
When I spoke about my friend, like I said, me and my sister, we've grown up with all the same people. Now, my friend, at the time, just YouTube it.
Right, that's that video done. Right, now these are the boxes. But this is why you're not liked, Tam. 1, you lie out your fucking ass. And 2, you over-exaggerate everything. For fuck's sake, to start with, you got so antsy the fact that Top Girl had made a comment or made an opinion on something you asked for an opinion on. Like, Christ almighty, right? You have every right to be upset that people have called the police on you if you want to be upset. But fuck my life, don't post shit like that online then. Fuck's sake. It's not rocket science.
So do you think that do you know what, I'm not even going to get into this conversation.
Not that I'm aware of. She got challenged. No.
I actually think it's ridiculous.
I think I've seen that windowsill many times now.
Yes,
Hi, Alexander.
that people will literally believe anything and everything they hear on TikTok and think it's a real situation. It was a hypothetical situation.
Exactly.
I was actually asking for advice. Did you actually listen to the whole thing?
And then when you got the advice you didn't like, you started having one of your visceral reactions to it and start lashing out.
She's deactivated her accounts. Oh.
Lashing out to who? Who did I lash out at?
You start having angry videos. You start having angry rants about things.
No, I didn't. I can play the video right now. So why are you lying? You're actually lying.
For an opinion on a
Do you want me to play the videos? I'll
what
play
are
the
you
videos.
expecting? And then when you don't get the opinions back that you want, that's when all this happens.
But you just lied, because straight after.
We get a round of applause in the chat for the person in the box who just said that. Spot fucking on.
Straight after the first video, I did other videos. So you obviously didn't watch all the other videos, and you obviously didn't see the videos that weren't ranty, because if you did, you'd know that straight after the first video was the second, third and fourth video.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that makes any difference. You said what you said and you meant what you meant.
Did I? Did I mean it? Because you know me, right? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's your opinion. But please don't agree with you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Red.
And can I just suggest go to Tom's page and watch the videos?
Yeah,
sure.
The only video that's missing is the original one, because the police asked me to take it down for obvious reasons, like I've just read out the email. But I do have the video if you want to see it, so...
I did play the video. Did you see the video that I played, Amy?
Yeah,
I don't think it was all there, actually.
I've seen the videos. I haven't watched, I think, maybe the last one.
Yeah. Okay. Go to Tom's page and watch them.
If you ask for an opinion on the public...
Miss Baguette. So, Tam's lying. She didn't remove the video.
Going to happen. And
yeah, of course.
That's exactly the reason why the comments weren't turned off. And someone just informed me that my comments are on friends only. So if I don't follow you back, that's the reason. Don't know how that's happened. Don't know how to change that. Don't know if that's even true. But I don't know how to turn the comments off unless I'm on a live. So, you know, again, I asked for an opinion. That's why and I clearly said in the second video and the third video, opinions. So again, you can have whatever spin you want on it, but at the end of the day.
And that's what I did, guys. I went live and had an opinion on someone that's on the FYP. You're sitting in a box and someone else does the exact same thing. But I'm a bad guy. I called the police on you, according to you. But we're awful people for doing something that you're literally sitting in the box of someone that does the exact same thing. The difference is the person you're sitting with is your friend. So they're giving you that chance to, you know, do what the fuck you want.
They actually taking part in it and doing it is a totally different thing to saying it.
My tummy's jumping.
So
I'm going to move on. Thank you, Amy, for joining. And
thanks for letting me up.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Bye, darling. And regarding the rules for my room and the mods and everything, I'm not changing anything.
To it, it's insane.
So do you think that...
Let's watch the video.
Right, guys. I hate that I'm going to have to say this. It pains me to say this. But Fuck, I actually agree with Delusive Angie here. The Delulu one. I fucking hate my life. But anyway, let's go.
Video, I was like, wow, and like everyone else, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I watched it again and I thought, is she trolling? Is she taking the piss? Is she being serious? Nah, she's not being serious. That's the second time. But then I've listened to Tam here. What I don't understand, I just don't understand your logic, Tam, because you said, you say it was hypothetically, you said you weren't going to do it. yet it was in your thought process. So you were thinking about it. And you say there is a difference between thinking about it and doing it. 100%. But there are people that think about it, talk about it, and actually do it. Do you understand? And
that's totally true. And again,
let me just
sorry,
finish, please.
I'm going to go and get my charger, but I am listening.
Yeah, listen, I'm not having a go at you, Tam. You know.
No, you say what you've got to say.
Yeah. And
Ange, you can say what you want. Don't worry, Ange. Say whatever the fuck you want, but no one else can.
you know, you say about, you know, everyone about the snowflakes and they've taken it out of context and, you know, they've twisted it around. I actually agree with the snowflakes, you know, and I agree with other people with what they've said, because what you said was very, very dangerous. You know, it also gives could give other people ideas, number one. And I'm very, very surprised you weren't arrested. Very surprised. It's a difficult one. You know, if I said that about my sister, my niece, my sister would have disowned me. I'm not going to lie. She would be very concerned about what I had said. And I can totally understand where everybody is coming from. You know, you cannot come on social media and say these things. I've said a lot of shit, but I think that's on a different level. Do you know, you're talking about kidnapping. It's attempted kidnapping. That's exactly what it is.
Sorry,
you know?
I'm just laughing at someone going, do you want her ASL in the chat? Sorry. Thank you, Jasmanda.
It wasn't your thought process, and you didn't ask people for their opinions. You know, maybe you were trolling, I don't know, but then today you've said it was something you were thinking about. So, and that's why it doesn't make sense. I just feel like you're changing your story a lot.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I do actually have an explanation of it. I was just trying to think of an actual way to put it that makes people understand, or trying to make people understand. Like with me,
can I ask you a question, Tam? Were you trolling? Were you just taking the piss, or were
this is what I was just getting into. With me, sometimes with my anger or if I'm upset about something, humour plays a
So, right, let's start with, so the excuse we heard earlier is that she has been watching stuff about social experiments and she wanted to kind of hear our opinions on it, and now it's something else. She was angry. But earlier she wasn't angry. Remember when the other lady said about her being angry? She wasn't angry.
massive part in that.
But she was smirking, but she was angry. She was taking the piss, but she was angry. I know, I've heard.
Like, sometimes when you're stressed out, some people use humour or dark humour. I think I've heard you say dark humour quite a few times. I personally don't always use dark humour, but some people do use humour to...
So I don't personally use dark humour. So wait a minute, let's go back to this. Sorry, because I'm fucking digressing this now.
And say these things. I've said a lot of shit, but I think that's on a different level. Do you know, you're talking about kidnapping. It's attempted kidnapping. That's exactly what it is. You know, whether, you know, and you, it wasn't your thought process, and you didn't ask people for their opinions.
Exactly.
You know, maybe you were trolling, I don't know, but then today you've said it was something you were thinking about. So, and that's why it doesn't make sense. I just feel like you're changing your story a lot.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I do actually have an explanation of it. I was just trying to think of an actual way to put it that makes people understand, or try and...
Or you're trying to think of a way to, you know, scrounge your way out of it, but no one believes the bullshit.
Makes people understand. Like, with me...
Can I ask you a question, Tam? Were you trolling? Were you just taking the piss, or were you...
This is what I was just getting into. With me, sometimes with my anger or if I'm upset about something, humour plays a massive part in that. Like, sometimes when you're stressed out, some people use humour.
Right, so she's saying right there that it's humour that gets her through, right?
Or dark humour. I think I've heard you say dark humour quite a few times. I personally don't always use dark humour, but some people do use humour to what's it? What am I trying to say, Red? To go...
Red, what do I say? Come on, give me the words. What do I say to get myself out of this situation? Help me. That's what I felt like.
To go around how they're really feeling about it, and my feeling at the time was pure anxiety, like pure. I cannot believe that this girl, after all these conversations...
Anxious, but you were smirking.
After the police, when she went missing, like, after everything, this girl has still taken a picture inside of the school. Now, I've been waiting to...
So delete Snapchat. You said she needs her phone because she goes into taxis. Delete Snapchat. Is it really this hard? Like, seriously.
Whether I actually say this or not, and what people don't understand about her having to have the phone as well is that she has to get a taxi to school. Now, just because somebody holds a taxi license doesn't mean to say that they're a safe person. As we already know through hunting, there are people doing very professional jobs that work with children that are still SOs.
Oops.
So, like, she has to have the phone for safety, and yeah. Like, I will hold my hands up, just like any other parent should, and say there are times the kids push you to the limits where you have these extreme thoughts. And I was literally so complacent with social media for some...
That's what Miss J said to her. Miss J said to her, you need a burner phone, like an old phone that has no apps on it, so you can still contact. Thank you for the hand hearts.
Stupid reason yesterday that I felt like I was able to say these things out loud. We all have irrational thought processes.
Yeah, be happy. This has gone to the police. It has been reported.
Were you actually thinking about
human thing?
Were you thinking about doing it? Yes or no?
No, not in the blindfold and bundle in the back of the car way. No.
Yeah.
That's not
I mean, listen. You know me. I'm not a snowflake, but when I watch,
so not in the blindfolding way. So in what way then? So right, guys, let's start with this. It was I can't even say the fucking word. You know the word I'm on about. It wasn't going to happen. She was just, you know, talking about it. It wasn't actually going to happen. It was a social experiment she'd heard about, so she kind of wanted to hear our thoughts on it. Then it was also because she was upset and angry, so it's her humour. And now she was going to do it, but she wasn't going to do it with the blindfolds. Fuck me.
That video, I'm not going to lie, I didn't believe it. I thought, wow. I did.
Come on,
and when someone said it's not, someone said in the comments it's not. Can I just also say, someone said in the comments it's not attempted kidnapping. It could be classed as attempted kidnapping when you're talking about.
She said plan. She'd already spoken to the mother and her friend. I'm going to say her friend. I don't need to specify, you know, where he's from. Just put it out there because you don't need to do that. She'd already spoken to them. And it was planned.
About it and thinking of doing it. It could be classed as that. So
I've
had
conversations with the police about that, and they don't agree. They don't agree unless I was actually planning to do it. There is no. They could see by the bit. Like I said, that they'd already watched the videos before they'd even phoned me. Yeah. So the first thing she said, I've watched the videos. Like they do not agree that I was having that thought process about actually fucking doing it. It was just a oh my god moment. Like everyone has them.
Well, that's the thing, right? That could have been a situation where there could have been someone else around and seen that. So there could have been a lot of situations happening with it.
But this is what I don't understand. You said you didn't have that thought process, but today on Misfeds Live, you just said you had that thought process. So I don't, and that could be seen as
not when it comes to the actual blind. When it comes to the actual blindfolding.
Yeah, and but what I'm saying, Tam, you did in some ways. It could look like you're planning it.
Right, listen, I'm going to explain it one more time.
No, let me just say this, Tam, please. It could look like you're planning it because you did say you're going to blindfold and put in your car.
I agree.
Just watch the video. I was like,
right.
Put in your car.
So this is Delisa Banji part 2.
And someone's planning in your head.
Yeah, but that's obviously not going to be a reality, Angela. It's not realistically what I'm going to do. I understand that some people would probably do that and act on their thoughts, but I'm not.
But you cannot blame people for calling it.
No, I'm not blaming people for thinking that might have been a reality, and maybe I should have said hypothetically, but given what I said at the very beginning and the conversation I was having, I just assumed that automatically that people would realise. Like it wasn't a fucking big.
You know what the police said to me, Tim, and they're
place that day and this, that, and the other. Like that's not what I was asking. I was asking for opinions and how far parents actually go to teach their kids lessons with the short, sharp shock. Like yes, and it is an extreme view, and I did say that in the video. It's an extreme view, but like when your kids push you and push you and push you to that point that you want to teach them a lesson, like what is too far?
Take Snapchat off the child's phone. It's not rocket science. If the kid needs that phone, they don't need the Snapchat, right? What we can all do is put passwords so the kid can't download Snapchat. That's true. I mean, seriously?
Do you feel Do you feel that you bring your trauma and your job
Really?
into your personal life because of what you've gone through? It's kind of
It can be conflicting.
Wow, there's that
That's
much.
what I thought, and
Yeah, 100% it's
what
conflicting.
she's done, and the work that she's done, the years of working alongside catching predators. She's she don't know how it's affected.
I think
I think, like the police said to me, and they're very, very right. If you do things on TikTok or say things on TikTok, and you're being, whatever, your behaviour is not okay, people have a right to call the police. And I don't blame people for calling the police over the things I've done. Do you know what I mean? Because, if they've seen me doing stupid things.
You heard it now. You heard it there. If you call the police on Angie, it's only her to blame. You fucking heard it.
Then the police are going to get called. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel I don't blame anyone for calling the police. I'm surprised you didn't get arrested because of what you said. Because it's a very quite dangerous thing to.
And I'll tell you why I didn't get arrested, because the police watched the video and they could see where I was coming from. There was not an intention to do anything there. There was not an intention to go out and blindfold her and kidnap her. I think the word kidnap is associated with actual children going missing, being driven away and whatever. Now that would be absolutely fucking terrifying, obviously, and that's not what I'd put my niece through.
You've got to realise that, and that there are people that do talk about it, think about it.
Of course I understand that.
People coming from.
Again, like, you've apologised to me about 50,000 times so far for having your opinion, but I've not reacted to you for having that opinion. My issue was, and the reason why I might have at sometimes snapped people yesterday, is because of the way that I was being spoken to. Like, for me, you've got to understand, at this point, I'm like, it's a hypothetical conversation, and it went from everyone slagging me off for saying Albanian, although, like I said, it could have been Scottish, Welsh, Irish, like, it was just that.
But you didn't need to say it. It's your friend. All I can say is, if I have a conversation about my friends, I don't need to emphasise where they're from. I just say my friend, or I say their name. I don't need to emphasise where people are from. There's a reason you said that.
He's the Albanian with an accent, or he's the person with the accent that my niece would not recognise. I didn't even think that was going to get spun out of control. And then when that wasn't being spun out of control anymore, it was then the fact that I'd used the word kidnap. Like, obviously.
And what you then did, Tam, is made a video after it and goes, oh, you're just making another racist issue. You tried to, again, dilute what racist actions are being put on this app, and you're trying to make it out that we're overreacting, we're snowflakes, and you're diluting the racism that's happening on this app, like Tam.
Do you realise if you went ahead with it, you would
my niece was never going to go anywhere. My niece was never going to go anywhere with anyone. Like, she was going to come straight to the car. Like, it was a bit of trolling, a bit of humour mixed in with a serious situation. And
Melanie, honestly, it's annoying.
When I watched it a few times, but then you said it wasn't your thoughts process on here, so I was a little bit confused, to be honest. But okay, then, just lesson learned, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, why Albanian? Because my friend was Albanian. The friend that was with me was Albanian, and he had an accent. That's all I meant by that. But again, because people have been running with this racism thing, it's been spun to make it sound like, again, I'm making...
There you go again, running with the racism thing.
A racist innuendo, and that's not... It couldn't be further from the truth.
You know what, Tam? People are also angry because it does happen, kidnapping, among children, and I don't think it's anything to really kind of troll about or laugh about. Do you know what I mean? I do understand.
I wasn't finding it funny. Again, I just sometimes humour...
Right. It's not funny, but I was smirking. Fuck my life, woman.
With me,
Make up your mind.
In stressful situations, like a lot of people do, and for me yesterday, that was a stressful situation, and I was trying to rationalise in some way what I wanted to do about the situation, what we wanted to do about the situation. But my poor sister, in the process, was being absolutely slagged off by people, and this is what was upsetting me, and why I ended up getting my back up yesterday, by people that I've sat with that know me properly and know that I.
Can I just ask you one question before I jump down? Was your sister in agreement of this?
No, we haven't. I hadn't spoken to her about the actual plan. It was literally there and then when I was in the car on the video with my friend talking.
I swear she does. I think I need to go back and listen to that video. I think she does say it, doesn't she? I think she mentions her sister knew.
So, like, we talked about the location of Snapchat. of locating her through Snapchat, like that's already been an agreement. Because
So was that a lie when you said that
ourselves.
when you said your sister agreed? Was that just a lie?
I did not say that my sister agreed. Play the video again.
No. You said that your sister said is going to tell you when she next goes out. So
When she next goes out, yeah, because of the location thing on Snapchat. That had nothing to do with the kidnap part.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to ask
Bullshit.
you. I'm not hating on you, Tam. I just have to have
Oh,
my honest
Pinky, thank you for
opinion.
the
Play
beer
the
can.
video again. It does not say that my sister agreed to it. It says that my sister was going to let me know next time she goes out so I
Yeah.
could locate her through Snapchat. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
Stop
I think you did
twisting
say
it.
that, Tam. No, I'm not twisting it. I think you did say
No,
that.
not you, them. Play the video again.
No, I'm pretty sure she said that, guys, and they.
I think half of the video's here, so I'll play it.
Play her about internet safety and how easily I would be able to find her. So I've come up with a plan. I've got a very good friend, Albanian friend, and I've decided the next time my sister lets her out this week, my sister's going to let me know. I'm going to track her down using her Snap. Thank you.
I'm going to let my sister know.
Oh, my mate, to kidnap her. Thank you. Once she's blindfolded, I'm going to put her in my car.
Why is that thank you? It's literally... No, but that's... But she's literally just said it. That's not... That is... Oh my god, this woman is so dumb. Because she has spun it and said, well... Oh wait, let me try and get my words out here. Because she sat there and said, but it was because I asked her to tell me when she's next going to be out. But it was together. Why would you say that? I've come up with a plan, and then you've told your sister to tell you when she's next out. Because you've told her the plan.
But I want to know, is this too extreme? I've decided, I've come up with a plan. My sister's going to let me know when she comes out.
Yeah, it could be seen that your sister is in with it, and you did say plan.
No.
You did say you have a plan, so it could be. You understand where people are coming from.
I have decided, Ange.
Yeah.
Like,
But when you said I've got a plan, you see where people are coming from. I'm just trying to make you understand how other people see it.
It's not being twisted.
Again,
It's what you said.
twisted. The conversation, like I explained in the videos following that, the conversation with my sister was purely about the location thing on Snapchat and bearing in mind this conversation was being had because of the photo that she'd put on Snap of the school of inside the school. Now she had crossed out the other children's faces, so the discussion that we had was about the location thing on Snapchat. We've been having these conversations for the last 2 weeks
The
about
whole
locations.
chat, right? The whole chat is disagreeing with her, and these aren't trolls, guys, right? Because you see a gifter of 19 and all of this, like...
Next time my sister was going to let my niece out, she was going to see if we could see where she was through the Snapchat. We're not saying... I get it, but I get where the
Even subs are saying stuff.
twist is, but that's not what I was saying.
Yeah. Well, lesson learned, isn't it? But just be careful what you say on TikTok.
I agree.
Yes, I know.
You're all bored.
Miss Red for letting me in.
No problem, Ange. Thank you.
What Mr. Potato Head?
Well, so there we go, guys. Tam on misreads. No one agrees with her, and I'm sorry, but I am annoyed the fact that it was just Tam that got to speak. The only person that got to come in and disagree. Thank you for the heartbeats, Chelsea D. So it was. Be careful what you say on here. How about you need help? No. No, I haven't seen that. It's all of us. Yeah, we are the ones in wrong. We're all trolls. Big up the trolls. I recorded those. I don't think uploaded yet. Angie was... I think because Angie... Yeah, we're all snowflakes as well. Because Angie's obviously friends with Miss Red, she got to come up there. And Tam didn't scream and shout at her because she knew that that's Miss Red's friend and she can't do that. And she's not going to do it to Luke either because Luke obviously had his opinion. Right, I'm not gonna lie, guys, but I was very deciding whether to show this video or not because, you know, we know my history with this pair, but you also know how passionate I am against any slurs or awful things that are said towards any one part of the LGBT community. This is aimed at Millen. I'm not a big fan of Millen. Hey Andrea. I'm not a big fan of Millen, but at the same breath, this is not okay. I honestly, it's so tough, I'm not gonna lie. I am really angry and frustrated that I saw this. I don't know, has anyone seen this already? Hey Gil. Thank you for the heart me, Andrea. Has anyone seen this? Thank you, Serena. Yeah, right, let me play this. Right, let me play it first. It is a bit long-winded. It's 7 minutes long. So for quick context, so that I don't have to play the whole bit, I'm only going to show the end of it because it's long. Basically, Millen, Rickster's singing, right? And Millen comes in. Thank you for the bracelet, Shazzy D. Actually, thank you for the 20 bracelet, thank you. Millen comes in and says that he's awful. I'm from the northeast. So let me get to the bit.
Activity.
He's from London, isn't he, Millen?
He's from London.
So the whole time they're slagging him off, right? But this is the worst part of it.
Come meet me then, Millen. I'm in London. Where are you?
Brother, so that is, yeah, probably. Brother, so that is, yeah, probably, brother. This is the backup anyway, you know what I mean? Oh, he's still here?
Yeah, he is. He's obsessed, babe.
Oh, this
He's
is his backup.
dying for you to turn.
This is his backup. He got blocked in his mind. He's back here watching.
Yeah, he's dying for you to turn, babe. He's dying for you to one day.
I miss you.
Right.
I know.
So listen, this is the part, okay, he does a little poem, which he does all the time.
This lad called Millen, he's got real big curly hair. He's a gay lord from London City, and everyone knows he's got a small pecker. We all know that's the truth. And he walks around London, he's a big fat turd, and look, and he's a oh, sorry.
Right, I'm going to play that again. So remember, he says truth. What slur rhymes with truth?
Brother, so that is, yeah, probably, brother. This is the backup anyway, you know what I mean? Oh, he's still here?
Yeah, he is. He's obsessed, babe.
Oh, this
He's
is his backup.
dying for you to turn.
This is his backup. He got blocked in his mind. He's back here watching.
Yeah, he's dying for you to turn, babe. He's dying for you to one day.
I miss you. I know this lad called Millen. He's got real big curly hair. He's a gay lord from London City, and everyone knows he's got a small pecker. We all know that's the truth. And he walks around London, he's a big fat turd, and look, and he's a oh, sorry.
And by the way, his line gets disconnected. I've sat for a good, exactly, I sat for 2-3 months, right, speaking to this guy. He obviously knew how passionate I am about it. He would even say something by mistake, or I say by mistake, oh yeah, I know, Christians. He would say something, and he would go, oh shit, like basically because I'm there. Because he knows fine that I was going to say something to him. And I did. Every time he said something, I spoke to him offline. And I said, you have no idea that you might think you're sitting there personally attacking that one person when you're being transphobic, when you're being homophobic. But what you're doing is affecting everyone else that you're saying that about. Because it's a whole group of people. Right? Using that word is not a word that you should be using. The G-Lord and the P one is awful. I wasted so much of my time on that person, and I fucking wish that I listened to people when they told me what kind of person he was. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on it. But I did, but I did tell him off the app. I fucking hate myself And when I heard that video, fuck my life, you better believe how frustrated and upset I was, because I have had arguments with many creators on this app, right? Julie Savangi, Misread, other people, and not one time have I felt I've been bullied by those people. She is a fucking bully, right? And I'm going to say that with chest. She is a massive bully. And when she said about the fact freak, I said it. That it was disgusting what she said. And the fact that she called him, yeah, Talia.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.